Keith, Clint, and I just recorded a podcast on bubbles, and we specifically left off the idea of what makes them pop for this short. We were really interested in this topic because what does make it pop? Keith, what makes it pop?
We don't know what causes a bubble to pop. Sometimes, it can be the psychology of investors change, and because bubbles are often driven by psychology. Sometimes it can be an unexpected event. One of the things that helped, I think, bring the market down, although the dot-com bubble started to crash earlier in 2000 and 2000, 9/11 played a role. So we don't really know. It can be a lot of things that cause the ultimate collapse of a bubble, but it's a change, I think, in investor psychology.
Clint, how do we know that a bubble has popped? What are the indications?
I would say that you feel great despair of where you're at in your market condition. If we look at where valuations are at the time too, that can kind of couch and tell you. You can see historics. If your price to earnings ratio now makes stocks look a little bit less expensive, that can give you a good indication that a bubble has popped. You look at your brokerage statement and say, oh crap, that's pretty bad. That's probably a good indication of where we're at. But it's kind of a bottoming out of investor sentiment is how I would define it.
Yeah, I think it's the reality at that time that we were in a bubble and the party is over at that point. That's a pretty good indication that the bubble has popped.